It's actually Wednesday. Just finished my mobility training. I only did half the rep, 5 of each exercise instead of 10. To be fair, I'm fine with that. It's currently past 10 o'clock at night, so the fact that I did it at all is a miracle. And the only reason I did do it, I very nearly didn't do it at all today. The only reason I did do it is because one of my closest friends, she was doing some yoga or mobility training herself, basically said to me, Ashley, are you doing yours? And that triggered the competitiveness in my brain to go, well, this is not fair. If you're training, I need to train too. Oh my god, what is it about a competitive streak that just makes you want to push as hard as other people? I've done my mobility training. I'm going to do a very, very, very small amount of strength training, maybe some push-ups and possibly some leg raises, and that's about it. I think that's what I'm going to do for strength training tonight because it's already quite late, but at least then I've done something. At least 10. Even if you only do one set, just do 10. Eight. Do 10, 2 more. Two more. Fuck it, I'm gonna do some shoulder shrugs to finish off. Ugh, I'm just in the mood to do them now, because why not? There we go, I'm done. Done for the night. I've done exercise. Did I get on a sweat? No. But did I do something instead of nothing? Yes. And that's what goddamn matters. It's Friday. And it has been a long week. It has been a very long week. I obviously had all that amazement on Tuesday. I had that amazing thing happen on Tuesday. Would you believe that video on TikTok is still going? I've been getting some weird comments, and I've been getting a lot of people direct messaging me saying like, oh, are you married? Would you like to marry me? I love you, be my girlfriend. It's like, no. So that's fun. It's like I'm getting a lot of comments at the moment with kisses and love hearts and stuff like that on a video of just me exercising. I don't understand why it's gone so popular, but everyone that has actually started following me has gone back and actually watched and liked several of my older videos, and like my average views on TikTok have gone from 400 to 500 views to 1,500 to 2,000 views on average for all my videos. My follower count for TikTok has gone from 400 followers to 1,400 followers from one video, and that video is currently sitting at 137,000 views. That's just another level of insane. I never in my wildest dreams thought any of my TikToks would get more than like 10,000 views, let alone over 100,000 views. That's just mad. It's ridiculous what all it takes is one video for things to skyrocket. It's crazy. And I know I said I wasn't going to do more vloggy style videos or more trusty like this, but this is who I am. And I kind of like it. It's like, at this point, it almost feels like I'm chatting to a friend, which, you know, you camera people. Or for me, your camera people. Technically, I'm just talking to a camera, but it gets to a point where it's quite a nice way to get my thoughts out of my head, and it's quite a nice way to feel like I am talking to someone even though I'm not talking to anyone. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I've decided I'm not going to do any exercise tonight, even though it's Friday, and Friday is usually one of my exercise days. I am so exhausted. Wednesday, I was working I think I've already explained this, but just in case I've not. Wednesday was an extremely long day. where I was working from God knows when to God knows when, and then my entire evening got taken up by socialising. Let's call it that. Let's call it socialising. My entire evening got taken up by socialising. Then Thursday night, I had an exceedingly long day. I was out from 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I didn't get home until 6:30. And then by the time, I then had to socialise again in the evening. I did manage to get a tiny bit of video editing done on both Wednesday and Thursday. I think I got about an hour of video editing done both days, but it wasn't a lot. Today I've been working a lot today again. I've been out from 10 all the way through till 4, 5. And I think the hardest part is the fact that the last 3 days, because I've had an extra solo on that I wouldn't usually have because the dog's particularly not well, I've been working on average 3 hours to 3.5 hours every day. And because I've been working 3 hours to 3.5 hours every day, I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired. And then to come home and to be mental capacity to be just shot. Although it didn't help this morning, my cat woke me up this morning at 4 a.m. in the goddamn morning because I hadn't realised I hadn't cleaned her litter tray before we went to bed. Usually I do. Usually I make sure her litter tray is nice and clean before we go to bed. But I forgot to do it last night. And so she woke me up at 4 a.m. in the morning to let me know that I did not clean her litter tray last night. Oh, it doesn't help that she's deaf. Like my cat's deaf. She can't hear anything, and so she can't hear how loud she's being. So she then makes herself louder to compensate for the fact that she can't hear herself. So we just end up waking up to this whole in the middle of the night. And usually she's lovely and quiet, but she threw a paddy because the litter tray wasn't clean. Like I said, I'm not going to do any exercise tonight because I'm too tired. I need a rest. And I'm not going to get a rest per se, but I'm going to let my body have a rest while my mind does all the mental work because I've got so much video editing to do that I've not had a chance to do this week. Me and Jason are planning to go to the Trafford Centre tomorrow because Kenji, my favourite Japanese store currently. The reason it's my favourite is because it's like the only one in the UK that I know of. They're having a big grand opening because they've just rented out a new section at the Trafford Centre and they've got a nice massive top and bottom now. They've got an upstairs and a downstairs. They've got a huge area which is just going to be filled with Japanese stuff and stationery and food and snacks. Japanese Society that I'm a member of is actually going to be there as well, doing calligraphy and doing other Japanese things as part of the event. So me and Jason have said we're going to go to the Trafford Centre. We're going to make a bit of a date day of it. So we're going to get breakfast in the Trafford Centre and go to Kenji, have a look at the opening, see some of my friends, and then head home and just have a nice chill evening. We say chill evening. I'm still going to be doing some video editing tomorrow because I need to catch up with what I've not had a chance to do. But it's going to be mostly chilled evening, playing Stardew Valley because Stardew Valley's just had an update. Or at the time of recording, Stardew Valley's just had an update. Oh, right, I'm going to get some video editing done and I'll see you guys in a bit. So it's now Saturday and I'll admit I didn't do my exercises and obviously I didn't go park run because we ended up going to the Trafford Centre. Then we went to Yo Sushi for something to eat before heading home, and I'll be honest, Jason went out with his friends last night and he didn't get home till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. It was a pretty late night for him and I stayed up waiting for him because I had the opportunity to do some video editing while he was gone. So I was video editing until he came back. And I'll be honest, we didn't end up going to bed till about 2 o'clock in the morning because I was finishing my video editing and he'd not long got home from work. He'd not long got home from his thing. So we were both pretty tired when we woke up this morning. I was in no state to do any exercise. I was exhausted and I still am exhausted now. I probably should take a nap really. But I figured, seeing as I've not got the energy to do exercise, I need a really good night's sleep right now. But while I've not got the energy to do exercise, we are going to go attempt to finish setting up, or at least continue setting up, my voiceover studio. Hopefully I don't have much more to do on it. Now that I've actually finished sorting that corner, which has just took me freaking ages, so I've had to do a little bit of rearranging because having the mic on this end just wasn't working. So I've tried to put it more in the corner. I'm gonna hope that works. But now I need to set up my room divider. Now that I've actually made space for the room divider, I need to put a room divider to really corner off this corner. I was trying to use that for First of all, I apologise that the quality's gone misty. I'm having to use my phone because my camera battery's just died. Our room dividers are now up and ready to be set up. So now I actually need to position them where I need them to be. This is where the room divider's going to be in the room, and I quite like the fact that it's above my head height because it means that that's going to cause no problems. And it also now gives me an indicator of where I need to put the bar up on the wall. I think I might need one, maybe two more layers of foam just to be 100% sure that I've not got all this echoing. I may need to buy a little bit more foam, but this foam's doing really well. It's not moved. It's stuck tight. I need slight re-gluing. This one's a bit loose in that corner there. Oh no, it's still stuck down. One more layer of foam across here. And then I've got my mic here into this corner, so that hopefully that's going to catch a lot of the sound going in that way. And then I've got my big thick stuff behind me. I've got my divider here just to try and block out any echo that way. And what I'm actually going to do is this big blanket here, I'm actually going to put it on top of the room divider just to try and drown out any reverb or anything coming from that way. I think I'll do that now. There we go. So hopefully that will reduce a lot of the noise. And the whole idea of the thing being here is so that I can actually open and close it like a door. So I can literally just in and out the studio like that, or in and out my mini studio. So like I said, the only thing I need to do now, I think I can actually tell the difference just by opening that. 1 minute. La 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 la. La 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 la. There is actually a difference, only a minor one, but there is a difference when you put that across. That's good. So that's going to cause a lot of less problems that way. And then like I said, all I need to do now is actually put a bar up on top of there. And the idea is I'm going to have I bought an extra thick king size duvet to go over the top so that it completely blocks me in and stops any reverb from above. And then once I've done that, my studio will be set up.